Today's adventure begins here in Cassadaga, the home to the biggest conglomeration of spiritualists anywhere in Florida. Cassadaga Spiritualist Camp. I'm on a little bit of a road trip, stopping off and starting here. As a recording of this, 2 days left in the month. It was Monday, December 30th, 2024. 1 day until New Year's Eve, and 2 days until New Year's Day. 2 days left in 2024. Haven't been to Cassadaga in a couple of years, so I'm going to swing through here. There's a haunted history museum over there. It's also interesting here at the post office. Usually when you see a post office, they'll have the zip code underneath it. No zip code here shown on the side. I'm sure there is a zip code, but it is not featured on the side of the post office. Hotel Cassadaga right here. Supposedly very haunted as well. You got the little bookstore across the way. And last time I was here, I believe the lake was dried up, so I'm curious to see if the lake in the last couple of years has filled back in with rain. Welcome everyone. Adam the Woo here. Wearing an appropriate t-shirt, I suppose. Night of the Creeps. Except it's not night, and it's really not that creepy, so maybe an inappropriate shirt. New Year's right around the corner. Starting off here in Cassadaga. Join me. Got a few things to stop off at, but first here, and then I'll continue on. Shall you? I've been here before, but I've never stepped foot inside the hotel. I don't think I've ever shown this little piece of artwork here. This lady dancing with this gentleman. She's got the fan, her own version of air conditioning. Right here, I like the inside of the little hotel. Got a piano down here and these retro chairs. So they have a meditation station right here. It almost looks like a phone booth. Similar to a phone booth. There's no one in there at the moment, but you can open that door and you can go inside the meditation station right there. If you so choose. Do a little meditating in peace and quiet in here. And of course it's still post-Christmas, so there is some Christmas decor up. Got this retro bar and eating area in here. And the Christmas tree, elf on a shelf right here. There's a little gift shop here, readings, appointments, gift gallery, hotel reservations. But take a look at the little archway as you're going in. It is adorned with these little crystals all around. So an archway. It's like an archway of crystals going through this doorway right there. There's an artistic rendering of the hotel. And there are also these two little girls down the hallway, kind of giving me some Shining vibes. I'm not sure of the backstory of the haunted history of this place, but I'm sure there are. These walls could talk. Got some pressure washing going on down the way. There are a lot of cats in Cassadaga. In fact, look over here. This is one of the many kitty cottages here in town. So right on the side, kitty cottage. Cross streets of Spiritualist Street and Mediumship Way. A little sunburst there, making it extra special. I remember years and years ago, probably 10 years ago I was here. I remember I was getting a drink out of this water fountain and there were bees. I don't know why that memory just came back. So I believe Mr. George Colby was the one that created this town. Passed away in 1933. Came from New York. Came to Florida in 1875. Led through the wilderness by his spirit guides. And was instructed to organize a psychic center on this site. And his psychic work extended over a period of 73 years. Mr. George Colby. Oh, there's a butterfly just went by. Not a bee, but a butterfly. I never knew existed, but I guess there's something called a watchword. So Mr. Colby's watchword was Tranquilidad. This is the Colby Memorial Temple. The Spiritualist Camp. One such message was given Colby during a seance when Colby was told that he would be instrumental in founding the community in the South, a prophecy that he fulfilled in 1875. His principal spirit guide name was Seneca. Also someone named Caesar Foreman who has a healing center named after them. This is the Caesar Foreman Healing Center. A lot of psychic, tarot card readers, healing centers here in town. The spirit guide is who the park is named after. Seneca Park. There are some people meditating down here. There's a couple people meditating on the bench down there. The last time I was here, this lake was all dried up. I remember hearing stories of people who would be, their ashes would be strewn across the lake. It was kind of sad because the lake was dried up for years. So I kind of felt bad for the people who had their ashes scattered and the lake dried up, but the lake is back, according to what I'm seeing before my eyes. I really like this house right here. Actually, I like all the houses here in town, but this one definitely has a vibe to it. Quaint little community, cute little community. Got these cactuses right here, this cacti right here. Oh, squirrel, squirrel. Hi there. Hello, squirrel. At the top of the palm tree. Hi. That's the most gnawed up palm tree I've ever seen. It's like shredded up the side. I don't know if that squirrel just climbing it just like shredded it. Interesting, but it is a palm tree. This is Black Hawk Park. Again, some of the stuff I'm familiar with, some of the stuff I don't know what the backstory is. Oh, there's some circling like vultures down there. Right there above, kind of a little bit past where the hotel is. It's kind of hard to see it, but it's like circling vultures. Right along here are little miniature homes in the trees. Little apple house. Open from dusk till dawn. Jackson Davis Hall, which has quite a few books and items and things for sale. But here's a general layout of the land of Cassadaga. It's a Cassadaga board game. $225 for this, but it just shows how the town is set up right there. It's a board game of Cassadaga. It might be just like a one of one. I don't even know if they, maybe they sell it, I don't know, but I think maybe it's like a piece of artwork labeled as a board game. Interesting though. Right over here in this little seating area in the Andrew Jackson Davis building. T-shirts in here for $20. The slogan, where Mayberry meets the Twilight Zone. They definitely are catering to the small town vibe of Mayberry and then the spooky vibe of the Twilight Zone. And over here in the room next to where the gift shop is are a lot of old signs here of all the different houses and healers that are in town. In fact, there's the auditorium right there that I just walked over by. This is the building I'm in currently. Right here. Here's George Colby, the little memorial. And I think I'm going to purchase something. I found an interesting book called Was Abraham Lincoln a Spiritualist? So I'm going to get myself a little souvenir from here. This is a little room attached to the gift shop, which is through that door. Got a few items. Books, gifts, welcome center, certified mediums, healers, information. All inside this building. And very, very Florida vibes here with the tree, with the I'm drawing a blank on what those are called, but the moss, that's the word I'm looking for. This town was established in 1894 according to the sign right there on the side of this building. Also got a couple other items besides the Abraham Lincoln book. Got a little patch here, postcard, and a pen. Little souvenirs. All right, so passing purple rose readings Over here is L. Green's Haunted History Museum, which is located right here. Okay, Sea Greens, that's what I'm thinking. Are as follows. Looks like 7 days a week, 10 to 6, $10. No alcohol and no smoking in this area. You got the purple building here all painted purple. Look at this. This is a little frightening. Put your head in there. Does not end well for you if you so choose. Part history, part oddities, all haunted. Part history, part oddities, all haunted. This is awesome. So I was just recently in Alaska, and I stayed right here in the off season. I was like one of maybe 25 people staying in this entire hotel. And this is bringing back memories because I took a photo. This is the parking lot. I took a photo from that angle. Well, actually, this is the pull-in road. This lake was frozen over. But I stayed at the Alyeska Resort, which gave me Shining vibes, big time. Let's bring back some memories. I've also been to Sloss Furnace in Alabama, which is haunted. I think they do like a Sloss Fest, like a hardcore festival there used to as well. So you could go see a punk rock show in a haunted venue. But yeah, that's bringing back some serious memories from about 2 months ago. There he is, Robert the Doll. I actually brought a Robert the Doll bag with me for this little road trip. I got some stuff in my Robert the Doll bag. This is a recreation Robert the Doll. Of course, Robert the Doll down in Key West. You have a miniature doll, Robert the Doll, in here.
Spiritualism, all kinds of different things. Some fun collections, like aliens, Bigfoot, Harry Potter, stuff like that. But some very legitimate artifacts and antiques. To the left with the mustache is George Colby. He was the original founder. Based on his seances, he founded these coordinates and set up a spiritualist community because people would follow him. He was a psychic medium in New York, and people followed him down here, and they created the camp.
Okay. Snake Girl. This is one of my favorite horror films right here, Zombie.
Oh.
It's a good one. Scary. Okay, thank you.
Absolutely.
Look at this little Bigfoot here. Ooh. Okay, inside the Haunted Museum. Very nice people here giving us all the info. So I was just informed that the week of Halloween, so Halloween week, they turn this into a scare zone haunted house. So they have scare actors in here. The rest of the time it's a haunted museum, but she said it's very, very popular. Cassadaga is during Halloween week. I might have to come back 1 year during Halloween week. They also, or she was saying, that there is a Robert the Doll, a recreation Robert the Doll that sat with the real Robert the Doll in Key West for like 10 years. And now that doll is in here. Key West has donated the secondary Robert the Doll to Cassadaga. Some of the local residents from back in the day got William Alderman right here. The chickens at Alderman's Orange Groves. This is 100 years ago. Think about that. It's 100 years ago. The Alderman House circa 1930. 95 years ago, that house. Probably still standing. There's the Aldermans. There's an original brick from the Cassadaga pub. Saw the photo at the hotel, Cassadaga Hotel, and it was an artistic rendering, and it had two little girls in the hallway. Kind of remind me of The Shining. Now I'm seeing this. I really want to know what the little girl's story is. The Cassadaga Hotel. So the building I was just in, the Andrew Jackson Davis building, was built 95 years ago also. So it's 100. This town's like 100 years old. Here's Edgar Allan Poe. That's cool. This says 1942, Southern Cassadaga Spiritualist Association. And it has like all the events there, different nights of the week. And this is back from the 30s, so almost 100 years ago, 95 years ago. These were the events I like the flickering lights in here too to give it the proper ambiance. So you got a little nightmare action here, which is the two holidays collide. It's still Christmas, so Jack Skellington applies to both Halloween and Christmas. Amory Underhill and famous medium Maggie Waite outside the Cassadaga Hotel, 1930. Oh, there's the amazing Kreskin. He had a board game. And there's Kreskin right there. Kreskin's Mind Power book by Kreskin.
I have someone to talk to.
Got a little Harry Potter in here. Oh yeah, full Harry Potter little section over here. But take a look at this. This is very spooky. This air is haunted air. Haunted air. Dobby is free. He's a free house elf, Dobby. I think I'm giving too many spoilers. I don't want to come back during Halloween when this is going to be like a little scare zone through here with scare actors. That'd be pretty fun. I bet all of Cassadaga probably goes all out. Evaluation Center. What the heck? Some Lizzie Borden stuff here.
Oh, yes.
Oh, that's stuff.
Quite friendly indeed. One might say they're simply dying for you to join them.
I like how they're always followed with a laugh. They can't say the line without a demonic laughter. Oh, spider is like dangling from the roof right there. Robert the doll, special made doll. Key West, Florida. Many legends say Robert is the most haunted doll, with various stories suggesting original Robert sits in Key West. Our Robert replica was originally made in the likeness and spent all his life keeping the original company, inhabiting Robert's energy. Look up Robert the doll and learn all about his mischievousness. And that is the one that kept him company. I don't know where he was though, but according to what they say, he was Robert's buddy in Key West for a long time. Interesting. One of the most haunted dolls in the world was Annabelle and Robert. Some say that Robert was the inspiration for Chucky. Look at this Zoltar machine. So this is not a Zoltar. This is a skeleton here. Zoltar's seen better days. Then there's Zoltan. I can't remember which one was in Big. So Zoltan or Zoltar. One of them was in Big. Tom Hanks wanted to be big. He became older, but he still had the heart of a youth. Wow, this is a personal reading and seance table of the Cassadaga founder, George Colby. Also short was Geo Colby. So that's kind of where the town started, right here on this little seance table. Yeah, Ouija boards are, I don't really mess with them. There's like a whole area of little haunted dolls. Got Raggedy Ann up there. That's not Raggedy Ann. Oh, a creepy monkey. Oh, look at this guy, the ventriloquist doll. I don't know what it is about ventriloquist dolls that are just so creepy and spooky. This is a haunted chair at the Buccees Stoop Inn in a public house tavern considered haunted. The chair of death was a favorite chair of a stripper named Thomas Busby. Thomas was a stripper. There are many or more chairs that move or have strange activity, and this was one of them. That's like a miniature chair. That's not even a big chair. It's like a doll chair. Look at this clown. Goodness. Wow. Going into Hollywood horror. I'm going to like this area because I like, oh my goodness, this doll has had its face bashed in. Now we're talking. We've got Pinhead right over here. I can't remember what movie this creepy clown was from, but I know it is from a film. Also, speaking of creepy clowns, you got Pennywise. Got old school Pennywise. Well, that's not old Pennywise. This is Pennywise. We got Chucky right over here, and Tiffany. We got Sam from Trick or Treat. This looks like something from like Return of the Living Dead. We got Saw down here. We got Frankenstein's monster, or Frankie, or the monster, whatever you refer to him as. Got Boris on his name tag. Curse of the Mummy. Big spider right there. Bigfoot area. A Yeti. Got a Yeti right there, all lit up. We got Bigfoot. We got the creature. Got a little Jake right there. We got the Mothman, a little cryptid action. We got mermans. Look at this mer person right here. Oh, wow. Look at Marvin. That's a Martian. Marvin right there. There's Roger down there on this little chair. A lot of aliens happening. Area 51. They're kind of just covering everything through here. You can keep in touch with your ex right here. Little voodoo doll. Bell here. I'm not sure if it's supposed to simulate the Titanic bell, but there's a bell. Do you know who this death mask is? This is Vincent Price here, because I'm just seeing this. Inside this store next door, the Purple Rose. Check out this WB Studio store. Sylvester right here. It's like a piggy bank, maybe? There's also this Six Flags. Kind of interested in what this is, like a piggy bank from WB.
Like twice the size of that Bugs from Six Flags up there, and I had a Marvin the Martian that was about the same size too.
A little soap dispenser there.
Plus she has some.
Santa won't be around much longer. He's already done his thing, took care of his accomplishments. Christmas season. I mean, Christmas was a few days ago. Usually people keep their Christmas decorations till after New Year's, which is just right here. A couple more days. There's an old house over here that's definitely seen better days, going down to Lake Colby Park. Some of the cats, just talking to one of the locals, she said there's 50 feral cats here. She goes around and feeds them each day. I was talking to her. Look at all these black cats. Feral cats of Cassadaga. Making eye contact with me. Looking into my soul. All of them are staring into my soul. All the little kitties. Just on the outskirts of town. Now, one of the first videos I ever did, I probably in the first year of me filming videos in 2010, I believe it was. New Year's Eve, 2009, and 2010 was the first video I ever did, but a few months after that, in that first year of 2010-ish, I went on a quest to find the Devil's Chair. And this is a very difficult place to find because there wasn't a lot of information online about it at the time. Now it's all over the internet, but this technically is in Lake Helen, so if you're searching for the Cassadaga Cemetery, just be warned, or be wary, I should say, that it's technically in Lake Helen, so. But there's plenty of info online, you can find it. But returning to the scene of one of the first ever videos I ever did, I believe that this is the spot of the Devil's Chair. Kind of interesting, there's actually two, and it looks as if people are embracing this as the Devil's Chair. Both of them have Thatcher on the headstones, but the one, as far as I know, I've always assumed, and it's been documented, that this is the Devil's Chair right here. Plenty of different tales. They say on All Hallows Eve that is the time you can most likely see Satan himself sitting in this chair. There's even a story, who knows if it's true or not, of someone sitting in the chair, and at midnight they faded off into obscurity. Again, just these are all stories. But one of the most haunted chairs in Florida is right here. Right here amongst Thatcher. And as the story goes, I believe the husband don't quote me on this, but I believe the husband passed away first, and he built this as the family plot. And he built this so he could come and visit his wife. It may have been the wife visiting the husband, but they built this so when people come to visit them and pay their respects, they have a place to sit. Unbeknownst to them, that Beelzebub, Satan, the devil, would be sitting here. And you notice there are alcoholic beverages that have not been drank. This has not been opened. That has not been opened, because some say if you leave a beverage here, you return the next day, it will have been consumed by Satan himself. In fact, look at this. Someone has put a little pentagram right here on the top. Here's a natural ice that no one has opened, but someone has smushed with like their hand or a claw. There it is, returning to the devil's chair. I did not bring a beer for Satan. One of these days I want to return out here on Halloween and sit here at Halloween. There's probably a line of people that want to sit here on Halloween night, I would guess. There are two Thatchers. This is not, from the way I've always perceived it, this is not the devil's chair. But this is a chair that people are leaving alcoholic beverages at. There's a little Frosty the Snowman at this one. Someone's done a little fireball there. And there's actually quite a couple people. This guy over here was also getting a photo at the devil's chair, so it's become quite the popular attraction. I'm also interested in, some of the lore behind some of the headstones that people might not talk about as much, like William W. Finn. And this is an interesting headstone here. It just says the wife of W. W. Finn. Nellie E. Wife. Nellie E. Wife of. It's an interesting way to have that on. Oh, Bill Finn. Bill W. Here's the Forsyths. 1945 passed away Joanna. 1937, W.B. Forsyth. He was part of the Woodmen of the World. Let me look up W.B. Forsyth. Let me see who he was. I have much info on Forsyth. This is Lloyd's. Loins is the last name. Christopher, Emma, and Flora. 1940 to 1961, 3. Doggart, David and Jemima R. Doggart. Curious, I'm going to look this up too. All right, Mr. Doggart came from Ireland, from what I was looking up. This is also interesting. So Charles, 54, passed on, and his wife Hazel never did have her passing inscribed in the 1900s. But most likely, she was born in 1900, she's passed away, but never had it etched in here, which makes me wonder, is she laid here? Is she laid to rest here? Because usually someone will get the headstone and they'll go ahead and inscribe the end there, but there was never an end date placed on there. Interesting. We're cruising through the historic district of Lake Helen. Here is a market right here. Very interesting market. A fun fact about Lake Helen, this is where Arthur Jones started the Nautilus company. So every Nautilus machine, any machine that you can work out on that does not have free weights, I have to thank Arthur Jones for it. And he started his company right here in this little teeny tiny town. Fun fact. Very eccentric, unusual man, Arthur Jones, the creator of Nautilus. No one thought it would work. They thought it would be a failed business venture, and it went on to be one of the biggest workout companies in existence. Lake Helen, Florida. Here's the Lake Helen Police Department right here. There's the sign. In this day and age, you don't really see too many shuffleboard courts, but there's one here in Lake Helen. Shuffleboard building. People shuffleboard there. Or at least used to. Right, Buc-ee's. It's on the way where I'm going. Birds. Hitchcock. Ooh, that came right above my head. Hitchcock would be proud. Look at this shark right here. It's a Buc-ee shark. Buc-ee buddies. I realized he was actually behind the wheel of this car. That is a stuffed Buc-ee. That's huge. Do they sell one that big? You guys sell? Oh, it's up there. How much that is? That's a massive stuffed Buc-ee. That is amazing. That's like bigger than one you'd win at a fair. I don't have my Crocs on today, but I might go ahead and get some of these shoe charms, gibbets. Look at this. Yes, I'm gonna have to get a little Buc-ee Croc action. They don't have Croc name on there, but yeah, it's basically Crocs. Oh my goodness. Look at these New Year's shirts. Look at these Buc-ee's glow-in-the-dark New Year's shirts. Look at him looking all dapper with his New Year's cap on right there. I know I consider myself a connoisseur, old school Buc-ee's guy. Back from 2013-14 when I started going to them in Texas. And I have never been through a Buc-ee's drive-through car wash. I had to add the car wash in there because I don't know why I didn't just say Buc-ee's car wash, but it said drive-through, and I realized I wasn't saying it correctly. So I'm going to go through this drive-through car wash at Buc-ee's. I don't know how many of these there are in existence, but I'm going through this one. Now it does say that you must purchase with the Works car wash while fueling up. I am not getting any gas. So hopefully they let me through. Chewing on the beaver chips that I bought. I'm going to have the brisket sandwich while I go through the car wash, or maybe after the car wash. But I really hope that a bunch of beavers come out and scrub my car down how they go through here. That'd be really awesome. My car has been marked for a tire cleaning service. It comes complimentary with the $16 full. There's a $13 one and a $16 one. And the worker said, do you want the full wash or the $13 one? I said, give me the full wash. And he goes, you're going to get some tire service too. So I'm going to get my tires done. I don't know what that means. But I'm getting the full $16 wash. I think that's what that's supposed to mean, 16 plus the tire wash, I'm guessing. I'm up next. Looks like my car is going to go in that little groove right there where that truck tire is. And then it grabs the back of it and then it pushes you forward. This gentleman is going to guide me in. Right here. Going to guide me in. Coming in, going this way. Going this way. Keep going. Keep going. I have to wonder how many people a day are filming this experience. This guy's probably very used to having people filming this. Put my car in neutral. Right there in neutral. Hands off wheel, feet off pedals. $16 wash. All right, here we go. Oh, they have like different colored lights. Ooh! Oh my gosh, look at that. It's just Christmassy. It smells good. It smells soapy. This is worth the 16 bucks. So I wonder if during Halloween if they have scare actors in here dressed as like aquatic creatures. Welcome. Oh, give me that. Okay, I gotta put the little Buccees Christmassy thing on there. There's the dryers. Wind tunnel here. That was like a 5-minute experience. I gotta put it back in drive and out of neutral. That was it. My car has been cleaned by Buc-ee. Jumps out right into a beautiful sunset. Sparkling, clean car sunset is a happening.